Welcome to International Relations. My name is Jonathan Parker. I will be your instructor for this course. First off, I should state I'm just making this video simply in case there are any late registrants or anybody who missed the first day of class. If you check neither of those boxes, you can click on out of this. This video is not intended for you. You've already gotten this talk. All right, so on Blackboard, we'll still be using Blackboard this semester. I know it's on its way out. We're section 1744. We go to the syllabus under course content. Everything you need it will be under course content. We open up the syllabus in section 1744 of International Relations. You don't really need to know the section. This is the only course of International Relations offered at ICC this semester. So, first thing, email. jonathan.parker@icc.edu. Now, students have gotten very mad at me in the past. When I was born, 31 years ago, this was the correct way to spell Jonathan. This was the normal way, I should say, of spelling Jonathan. But students, really in the last 2 years have taken to doing that, taken to doing this. I don't know who those emails are going to, but they're not going to me. So that's the number one reason why I don't get emails, because a student has done something like that. So, my name is right there. It's spelled correctly right here. You should be able to find a place somewhere where my name is spelled correctly and you can get an email off to me. So I share room 216 with other adjuncts. Last semester it was just me and another adjunct. It's been as many as 6 of us in there. If you need help, don't hesitate to stop by during my office hours, which are as follows. Monday, 2:15 to 3:15. Tuesday, 12:15 to 1. 2:15 to 3. Then 2:15 to 3:15. And Thursday, 12:15 to 1. I've worked here 4 years. I've had 5 students come in during office hours. So, I leave a note on the door if I go anywhere. I mean, like this 12:15 to 1 slot, I'm probably going to go grab lunch. I grab lunch in the cafeteria. I bring it back to the office. I would leave a note on the door. I'd be gone a grand total of 5 minutes. I am really very easily accessible. I'll let you know exactly where I am if I don't happen to be in the office at that exact moment. I doubt very many of you or any of you will come and see me over the course of the semester anyway. So, but it's there. I would encourage you to come if you're having trouble of any sort. Other office hours by appointment only. That's probably going to end up being a Zoom session later in the evening, just the way my schedule is this semester. I work at a couple different institutions. I counted today 10 different classes. Not one of my classes is a repeat. So I've got 10 different classes I've got to prep for. So the time is at a premium. So before we begin, I know that we're in the middle of a transfer to Canvas, and everybody last semester was telling me about every sort of platform that their instructor had their material on. The only place you'll ever need to go is here. Blackboard, our Blackboard page. That's it. Nowhere else will there ever be anything. All right. So, general information, course level, and institutional learning outcomes. I'll let you read through that on your own. Materials of instruction. This is where it might get a tad confusing. There is this book, Perspectives on International Relations, 6th edition. There is this book, Perspectives on International Relations, 7th edition. There is not much change between these books. Whichever one the bookstore gives you is the correct copy. I got both of these, and I've been confused myself about which one is the correct one. So if the bookstore is selling this, if the bookstore is selling this, whatever the bookstore goes with, we can go with. If you happen to buy this off Amazon or something like that, and it's this, what I'm saying is I can work with you. All right, it's a little confusing. I know that. I have planned around it. All right, so 7th edition is what's listed. It could be the 6th edition. Whatever the bookstore gives you is the correct thing. The CIA. We'll be looking at that. Now, there's only one edition of this. So the CIA book looks like this. Yes, you do need to buy this. Yes, we read this book. Yes, we will get at least 2/3 of the way through it, hopefully before the semester ends. So pick that up, but we really don't start it until maybe about 6-7 weeks in. All right. And I'll be providing a lot of handouts, especially the first 6 or 7 weeks. So course policies. If you need to get a hold of me outside of class or my office hours, utilize the email address. Be sure to spell my name right at the top of page 1 of the syllabus. I will try to respond to all emails within 24 hours. I work a couple jobs. I have an 8-month-old daughter. I occasionally, like to pop in and remind my wife what I look like and that she still has a husband. So what I'm saying, don't kill me if it's 25, 26 hours. Now, assignment submissions. I will not accept any electronic forms of submission for anything. Everything you hand in must be a hard copy that you print out and bring to class. If you're sick, email me to let me know you were ill. Just a quick email. Hey, Parker, sorry I missed class today. I had such and such a thing that happened to me. That's fine. I normally just take your word for it. If you're sick, email me. Bring your work to the next class you come to. It's not a big deal. There should never be an instance where you are emailing me any assignment, and that's for a couple reasons. One, in the past, and I can only write these things and judge by what has happened in the past. Students have lied about emailing me assignments and made me think I deleted it or something, and they'd never turned it in the first place. Also, sometimes there are problems with the email. I don't end up getting it even if you do spell my name right. It gets lost because I tend to get bogged down with emails when a semester starts, etc., etc. So just bring it in, put it in my hand. I received it. All right. I've gotten emails in the past not stating something to the effect of stating, I can't come to class because I need to study for a test later. I'll turn in my work next class. That's just something. You wouldn't say that to your boss. Don't say that to me. You will not be turning in anything if you send me an email like that. So academic citations, etiquette. I've had many of you. I've looked at the roster before. Academic citation, meaning bibliography and line citations are very important. I won't go through this whole thing, but I've taken the bibliography part of it. I've taken the thinking out of it. EasyBib.com. Go there, plug in the URL you used, whatever. If you used a book, it'll pretty much walk you through it. Again, inline citations are expected in any writing assignment that you turn in where you've used outside sources. The general guideline I tell students to go by if you have any doubts about whether something needs to be cited, just create a citation for it. Don't take chances with your grade. The worst thing I'm going to do is circle whatever it is and say you didn't need to cite that. I don't dock points for overly citing something. I'd rather you do that than not cite something that needed to be cited. Wikipedia, not an academic resource. Anybody can get on there and do anything. Don't cite Wikipedia in any work that you do. It will negatively impact your grade. How will it negatively impact my grade? Well, do you really want to find out? Let's just leave it alone. Don't use Wikipedia. Misconduct, academic misconduct, or plagiarism. So page 24 of the Student Rights and Responsibilities Handbook. Based on the severity of the offense, the instructor may recommend failure for an assignment or failure for the course. Multiple instances of academic misconduct could include sanctions up to dismissal from the college. Every semester, someone tries this. Sometimes multiple people. The first time I catch you plagiarizing, whether it's on one assignment or 15, if you turn in if I, for some reason, lose my mind and decide to let you guys turn in late work, whether it's on one assignment, 15 assignments that you turn in that are plagiarized, I will give you a 0 for those that one assignment, those 15, whatever it is, without the opportunity to redo it. This includes also major writing assignments, of which there are going to be, of which there is going to be at least one. The second time I catch you plagiarizing, I will fail you for the course. I've never had to do this. I've never had to exercise anything in here in international relations. I hope you guys keep up that streak, but I'll fail you for the course. No exceptions to this will be made. I've never made an exception to it when I've caught it, and I do catch it. Late submissions. I don't accept late work as a rule. I get that life happens. You've got to wait at home for the electrician. Somebody might have died. You might have taken ill. I hope none of these things happen to any of us. But if a circumstance like that does, make sure you talk to me. Make sure that you have proof of what you said happened did happen. And that is from last semester, where people were taking advantage of my good nature. I'm going to have to be a little bit more strict about it. I don't like that. But again, I can only go by what's happened in the past. If you come to me, and these have actually been things people have said, with an excuse like, I went to a Chris Brown concert last night, or I had other homework to do, you're not going to be turning in anything. Not at all. 10-point grading scale, standard 10-point grading scale. This class really only works if you talk back to me. You cannot listen to me. It's not like if you've had me in American government, you can get by in that course over the course of a semester by not say a thing. You have to participate. Otherwise, the class is going to be very boring. Classes are going to be very short. Also, you're just not going to... it's not going to be a fun, pleasant experience, as I believe learning should be, if you don't talk. So there's a 100-point attendance grade. There's a test, there's a midterm, you got quizzes over Legacy of Ashes when we start that. The quizzes are different from the last time I taught this class. The quizzes, I hand you the quiz, you take it home, you read the chapters, you fill out the quiz, you bring it back. That's what the quiz is, so don't freak out over the word quiz. There are 2 test quizzes on Legacy of Ashes, classwork homework, summaries on assigned readings. So make-up exams will not be offered. Will not. There are essay tests in this class. I give you 2 weeks to do them. I give you the prompt, you take it home, you bring it back to me in 2 weeks. So it's nothing to stress about. But if there's a family emergency, a medical condition, come back with appropriate documentation. And again, I wish I didn't have to do that. And I'll let you have a make-up exam. So this is the course content. This is what we'll be covering. Now, when the first test occurs is really up to you. I have to get through, not international conflict, I have to get through this much before I give you guys the first test. So I hope there's really good discussion. I hope there's a lot of questions, a lot of answers that I can give. I hope we get into the material. You know, if the test is in week 4, week 6, it doesn't matter or make a difference to me. So the final exam, Thursday, May 12th, from 1 to 2:50 in our usual classroom, which is 227. And I reserve the right to add or subtract from this syllabus if there's a need to do so. So, this is the shortest syllabus video that I've given. If you are a late registrant or you have, for some reason, missed the first day of class, you need to come and get a syllabus quiz from me. And that it will be your first grade. That is 20 points. I'm not going to remind you if you're a late registrant. I won't know that you're there or that you've registered probably until the next class anyway. So it is incumbent upon you to come and get a quiz from me. All right. I'm looking forward to working with you. I have probably came off as a little bit harder than I actually am in the classroom during this talk. I do genuinely enjoy teaching this class. This is my favorite class to do. And I think we're going to have a great 16 weeks. All right. See you around.